These are the 5 reasons why 100% of my investor clients buy property. And by the way, this is why I accumulate properties too. Number 1, because when you have a good property tax strategy, it really helps decrease your tax payable, especially when you're earning around, 4 to 500k or over $500,000. Half that shit will be going to the ATO, paying for the dole, yada, yada, yada. And I don't want to do that, right? Do you? It also helps you manage your cash flow, and it also gets you ahead because you're not paying tax like those other tax-paying suckers. Which leads to reason number 2, cash flow. For those of you who are renting tenants, the rent you're paying is actually our income. Well, the landlords, the investors. While we're sleeping, we're earning money. That's right. So I currently have about 7 investment properties at the moment. So while I'm sleeping, sound asleep, I'm making cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Leading to reason 3, capital growth. You see, property is like wealth building Legos. The more you buy, the more the Lego stacks up. And with these Legos, they appreciate in value. For example, in Sydney, well, most of my properties in Sydney, they've gone up by 40% in capital growth. That's roughly about $1 million a year. Imagine, can you save $1 million a year in your PAYG job? No way. And number 4, we buy property to fight inflation. If you're smart with your money or you're an investor, you know 100% you can't make money using just plain money. The best way to make money, according to Robert Kiyosaki, which I'm a fan of his Rich Dad Poor Dad series, you gotta leverage other people's money to make money. For example, you gotta leverage the bank's money, get a mortgage to make the dough. To give you an example, imagine you had a 500k mortgage, which is leverage other people's money concept, and you bought a 700k property. In 10 years time, this 700k property won't be 700k. It'll be roughly around 1.5 million, looking at the projection and the curve of growth in Sydney. But that 500k mortgage in 10 years time, if you pay the interest only, will still be 500k. But if you had, say, successfully saved up 500k and you left it in the bank for 10 years, with inflation, you reckon that 500k cash will still be 500k 10 years later? Of course not, brother, sisters. You're not leveraging other people's money. Reason number 5, my favorite reason, is that we can print money on demand. Especially if you're a buy, renovate and flipper, which means you go buy a very cheap property, you do some cosmetic renovation, do a bit of paint from Bunnings, and then you flip it for a gross profit. Say you bought a crappy fibro house for 500k, but in 3 months you renovated it cosmetically, paint, picket fence, landscaping, beautiful. Then you sell it for 600k. In 3 months, baby, you made 100k. How many hours do you need to work in your PAYG job to get that? Jump in the comments, let me know. What do you think?